a street worth of neon flashing signs just before West Hollywood.
Portentous pinups prostrating themselves in early morning traffic before most of the city wakes up.
But my bus still drove past the strip clubs 180 days a year from 1st grade to 5th grade.
Because it was the fastest way to school and the fastest way to...
Girls!
Their coy smiles and bouncy hair and bouncy other things.
Teetering high heels on varnished floors, balancing between sexy and sexual for the guests who stayed a while.
Making ends meet with their new friends, meet with a cherry bubble gum pop for a thudding bass that must produce headaches.
But that was inside the pleasure palaces, past the black doors,
Past the gum-studded sidewalk where no child ever gilded with chalk, so me and everyone else on the school bus just saw the signs. The older kids had other names for them.
hoe, tramp, or that they learned from other older kids, but even they didn't really know what those names meant.
The syllables were so twisted and bent out of shape in little candy-stained mouths, braces, and missing teeth, making it sound more like slut.
But those luscious, curvaceous, voluptuous princesses of teasing glances weren't
Girls.
girls.
They were women.
I remember what girls were like. Hands and arms covered in a treasure chest of finger paint, ruby and emerald and gold, smearing the precious gems on paper until it was worth something.
I remember what girls were like, pulling up
Sagging knee socks,
school uniforms, but they couldn't decide whether to wear pants.
pants, or a skirt.
So they were both and still played kickball.
I remember what girls were like who stay in the library to read at lunch or jump rope until they bounce into the stratosphere. No fear of asphyxiation because they bring their own oxygen. Tangled in their hair, cut short or in long plaits. Sweet, bubbly, wondrous girls who are so filled with potential.
Who are valued for their own traits and told above all to just be themselves.
Which gets hard when they see the idea of
Girls!
doesn't match up with their dreams.
Because how can you be an astronaut when some people want you to remain grounded so it's harder to run?
But still, who are happy because they don't know about
The men who would suck their innocence like an orange slice.
Who want them to stay girlish, not
Lisa Simpson,
but
Lolita, those unreliable narrators who turn an excuse me into,
I'm sorry, mister. I dropped my middle school ID. Won't you pick it up for me?
those men who are so persuasive and invasive with their advances that I fear for my daughter even though I haven't met her daddy yet.
Those men who are afraid of women who wake up early, pay their own bills, and can tell the difference between a Windsor knot and a clip-on tie, so they call us girls!
not like your little sister,
But waxed and plucked and shaved
to fit their fantasy
because they know they can't control a woman.